Hey, so I wanted to update you guys. And it's not that you need to know every intricate detail of my life. It's not that. Every time I learn something, I feel the need to share it. It's not that I'm trying to be fucking perfect. It's not about that. It is about learning. And every time I learn something or you learn something, maybe we can assist each other on this journey to get to fully heal it and to get to a better place. So if you watch any of my videos and think that I'm trying to put on a facade of perfection, you got me totally fucked up. And perhaps you need to find someone else to watch, because what I'm doing or trying to do is trying to figure out some motherfucking way to be able to heal from past traumas. And so let me move on. I don't want to get caught up in feeling some type of way about the impression that I'm giving off, because it's not even about that. So what happened was, I saw Judas yesterday. Yes, Judas. That is his name to me. When it first all started going down, I was calling him the devil because, I just felt like it was totally evil, what he did. But of course, I was speaking more out of emotion, and it's not to say that that emotion was wrong, but I was able to gain more insight retrospectively, looking back and doing some introspection and shit. And so with that, I renamed him Judas, because the devil actually has power, even though he's in opposition of what we aspire to be. Come on, son. Come on. You about to crash your shit and crash my shit too. Okay. So, in hindsight, when I'm looking back now, I'm not even giving him the credit to have that type of fucking power. Nah, you did some foul shit, but nah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the devil, but you're Judas for sure. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that's familiar with Judas know that Judas betrayed Jesus, and in actuality, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He betrayed me, in spite of the goodness that I displayed, out of the love and respect at the time that I had. I was betrayed. So, moving forward now, in the beginning of the day, well, what made us get together, let me go there. What made us get together is because our youngest has a major event coming up. And, I notified him of the event coming up, and that, his financial assistance doesn't matter. His assistance was needed for our youngest. And so, he was more than willing to assist, which was great. So I took the youngest to meet up with him. And what ended up happening was, okay, this is right. Okay. Oh, right. My bad. What ended up happening, my bad. What ended up happening was, he let me get back to the point. So I took the youngest one to meet him and everything yesterday, and we was able to be cordial with each other, which was cool. I dropped the youngest off, came back and picked him up, and that was cool. But in the beginning of the day, when I knew that, I had to take my youngest to meet him, I kept thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe we'll be able to have a conversation. Maybe we'll be all right. Nah. The fuck? Like, okay, maybe we'll be able to have a conversation finally. He can be honest, and we can converse, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? At the very least, I'll get an apology. You know what I'm saying? I'll that's what I was thinking. Not hoping for, but that's what I was thinking, because it's been such a long time we was able to see each other. I thought we'll be able to be adults about it. Well, apparently not. Okay, apparently not. All right, so with that being said, the day went on. We was cordial with each other, like I said. And then, when I came back to pick the little one up, we said our goodbyes, and that was that. Now, here's what I learned and what I had some self-talk about yesterday. Number one, An apology is out the window. An apology is out the window because, number one, he may not well, fuck it. Let's say that a word. He may not realize, and or feel that he's done anything wrong to apologize for. Number one. Number two, if an apology were to happen, it ain't gonna happen when I want it to happen. It's gonna happen when he comes to the realization that, what he did was fucked up. Okay, that's number two. Number three, I don't even need to have a conversation with him anymore. I realized that I don't need, and real shit, I don't even need a fucking apology. At this point, I've realized that an apology is not even going to be sincere to me. It's not going to be sincere. And an apology, it's just a little too late because I've concluded my own closure. Right? So an apology, a conversation about what happened would be providing closure for me at a time in my healing where I don't need him to, and honestly don't even want him to provide closure for me, because I done did it for myself. And whatever the closure I provided for myself between me and God, whether it's accurate or not, is not even a point. It doesn't even matter at this point. So I'm saying all that to say this: if whoever may have hurt you have not provided any closure for you, you don't know what point of the process that they're in, and maybe perhaps they haven't reached that point yet where they can provide anything for you, because they're trying to take care of some shit within theyself and for theyself, and they won't be able to provide anything for you until they get to that point. So try not to hold on to any anger, really, because I keep learning about forgiveness. The more I come to the point where I can reach closure. I keep coming to the conclusion of learning more about forgiveness, and I have forgiven him. I realized that too yesterday. Like, we good, homie. We good. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? It's like, at this point, it's just nothing you can do for me. It's nothing you can assist me with, because between me and the Creator and my process of healing, I've reached a point where you can't do shit for me. Nada. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good about that. I called my girlfriend about it too, and just releasing some things. And to be honest, I was actually, I don't know if impressed is the word that I'm looking for, but I shocked. Maybe I was a little shocked that I wasn't triggered, because like in the beginning of the day, I just was like, yo, seeing this motherfucker is gonna fucking put me in my bag. I already know that. And now I'm, but that wasn't even the case. And I'm motherfucking grateful for that. And when I called my girlfriend about it, she was like, baby, that's closure. That's closure. Anytime you see someone that caused you emotional damage and you're not triggered by them at all in any type of way, be it good or bad, baby, that's closure. And I knew right then, from her perspective, the way it was brought to me, that I had reached a milestone, and I was proud of my motherfucking self for that. I had reached a milestone in my healing where me and the Creator had provided closure for myself, and so I no longer need nor want that type of closure. And this is how I know also that I had truly forgiven him. And if you can understand on your process, on your healing process, to learn how to trust the process, just keep going. I remember Steve Harvey saying this shit clear as day: man, I'm going through hell, man, fuck it, I give up. And a point that Steve Harvey made was, if you going through hell, why would you stop there? Right? And I just want to continue that point to say, don't stop in hell. Keep going. I know that healing is not easy. Whoever may have hurt you, when dealing with that hurt, it is not easy. But it is imperative to your mental health, your emotional health, even your spiritual health, that you keep going. You got to keep going. I'm so motherfucking glad that I have reached that point, and that's what I wanted to share with y'all. All of these points, like, don't depend on the person that hurt you to provide you with any fucking thing. Because, baby, them motherfuckers can't even provide themselves with anything. They going through their own process at this point, you know, and I mean, honestly, real shit, who knows? Who knows if their process has anything to do with healing? You understand? Everybody got their own life process that they're going through. And their process could only be conducive to healing if that's what they want for themselves. But maybe, just maybe, they don't understand, or they don't acknowledge, or they don't realize that they have done anything wrong. Maybe they don't acknowledge their hurt to be in the phase of asking for healing or in the assistance of healing. You understand what I'm saying? So don't look for them motherfuckers to help you with nothing. Don't look for them motherfuckers to try to provide anything for you, because you don't know where they at in their phase. And if they're not recognizing or acknowledging that they need healing, or that there are past traumas that brought them to a certain point in their life, you know, whatever the fucking case is. I ain't no doctor. I ain't about to sit up here and go through this shit with y'all. You know, we've been going through this shit long enough for you to understand my point. And if they're not at a point where they can recognize that they need healing, and they not going to the Creator to try to get healing, they not seeking therapy, they don't have a spiritual, like they're not taking the necessary steps to heal, they can't offer you any motherfucking thing on your process to healing. Not even fucking closure. So don't look for them to do any motherfucking thing for you. Keep going. Because whatever damage they did, that's it. It's already been done. And fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Let that be that. Continue to work on yourself, baby. And heal yourself, baby. And do what you need to do for you, for the embetterment of yourself. And hold on, honey. Let me make sure I'm going the right motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? I wish you complete healing all across the motherfucking board, baby. And that was the main point of me doing this video. Not to keep you updated on what's going on in my life, but let me tell y'all, let me sidebar y'all. Let me sidebar you real quick. This is why I don't watch Love and Hip Hop or none of that other shit. I don't even know how fucking people was entertained by that shit. Because when you grow up in the hood, baby, you experience so much trauma living in that motherfucker that it is just not in me. Let me see. Okay, it's just not in me, real shit, to want to watch none of that bullshit, because I'm my own version of that. Like, my life is, I am really living this shit. Love and Hip Hop type shit, or Housewives, or this and that. A lot of that shit we experiencing that. And I don't know how the fuck I could be entertained by that shit, because that shit is traumatic. I don't find it healing or entertaining. Let me get off this motherfucker. I personally don't find it healing or entertaining. I think that, you know, it definitely is a form of fucking trauma that you know, them motherfuckers, let them work on their own shit, and you need to work on you. That's my message to myself. What I be saying to myself. That's why I don't watch it. That's why I don't entertain it. That shit is all bullshit to me, because I'm actually like really living that shit. Really. And I think most of us are. And so to be entertained by that shit in any way, to me, is weird. Because I think most of us is trying to learn from our past traumas and become better people. After all, we do have other people that look up to us. We're aunts, we're grandmothers, we're sisters. And if we're gonna be better people, if you aspire to be a better person, and if you motherfucking trying to get to the point where, you know, we get better just at living, period. How you find that shit to be entertaining is beyond me, but I don't live for everybody. I'm just trying to be a better me, baby. And that's just real shit. And so that's why I'm sharing this story with y'all. But I'm going to get back to y'all later on. I got to put on my Google Maps to make sure that I'm going the right motherfucking way. Because, yes, my closure, I have my closure, baby. And I wish you well. I wish for you to be able to get closure, too. And right now, I am going on a dinner date. Yes, I am. I am going on a dinner date. And now, my dinner date will be, I think it'll be, a little better now. Because I have totally and completely had closure with the individual. And so, this will open me up just a little bit more to the realization that everyone ain't the same, and everyone isn't out to hurt me, and that the demise of our relationship does not mean, like, it doesn't set the standard for who I am in a relationship. It doesn't set the standard of future relationships. It doesn't. It's just a lesson. A lesson, and the lesson I'm still learning, but it's allowing me to move forward. And I am excited for myself about that. Moving forward in a relationship with, and let me not just say that, but moving forward in a relationship with myself, because I'm learning new things about myself as an adult woman. And I'm excited for me. And I'm learning that, I'm learning what's tolerable, for the adult me. All that shit. New standards, new guidelines for dates, and who I am dating, and my selection, my choices of who I'm allowing to be in my company, who I will allow to keep me company, who I'm willing to give my time to. And, I'm not bragging. I'm sharing my excitement with you that, evolution is a motherfucker, and it's a beautiful thing. We have to allow ourselves to evolve, even past certain relationships and situationships, and do not allow a relationship that has failed to be the new the new standard of what you of who you are in a relationship. It can be a guideline now. It can be a guideline for sure. But not a standard of who you are. It doesn't define who you are. Remember, our experiences don't fucking it shapes us. It shapes us. But it's not okay. It's not we're not defined by our circumstances. Okay, so with that, let me go, because I'm starting to go all over the place, and it's because I'm distracted. I need to get where I'm going. So peace and blessings to you guys, and peace and blessings to you guys. I want you guys to have a wonderful evening, and I definitely wish y'all complete and whole healing. And get out there and enjoy yourself. The weather's breaking. Whatever it is that you need to do to enjoy yourself, the weather is breaking. It is beautiful outside. I love this weather. This weather makes me feel rich. We are truly children of the sun, because that melanin get popping, and so should your lifestyle, baby. Don't let nothing fucking hold you down, hold you back from truly living your best motherfucking life, because that's what it is. For me, in my healing process, I've completed, I would like to say, definitely phase 2 of the healing process of this breakup. You know what I'm saying? I'm headed for third base, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm headed for third motherfucking base. So blessings to you guys, and I'm definitely going to be back in touch with you soon.